Hi.
Yes.
So my question is, during downtime, what's your tool to use that as a resource to bring you back where you need to be?
Go ahead.
I think for me, it's just, I guess early on in my career, like I said, Pudge said, they're going to be ups and downs. You're going to have challenges. It's going to be the ebb and flow of just, and the monotony of being a professional athlete. And there are going to be good days and there's going to be bad days, just like with everything, anything in life. You just can't allow that to derail you, discourage you. And just know you just got to, like I said, you just got to put one foot in front of the other. I use that downtime obviously to visualize. During, I think a lot of downtime for a season, for me after the season, we have what we call off season, depending on how far you go into the playoffs. And so fortunately for me, I was on a few franchises that, we were able to really compete in the playoffs every year. One year, I ended up getting to play in the Super Bowl. Out of a 15-year career, I only had one time in the Super Bowl. Everybody's not as fortunate as number 12, Tom Brady, to reach, the Super Bowl a number of times. But for me, I use that downtime to really reassess and reflect on what I could have done better. And I think we all have to do that, with our lives. And so for me, being an athlete, I use that downtime to figure out, not necessarily harp on or really my strengths and not necessarily my weaknesses, but things that I can improve on. What can make me a better player, a better person, better teammate, better leader. Those are some of the things, like you said, you have to inwardly reflect about yourself during that downtime. Is to become a better person, a better athlete, or whatever it is that you're on your journey to be.
Well, for me, I just said earlier, the downtimes you learn from it, right? And so you say earlier about how we prepare ourselves to be the best athlete when we play in front of 55,000 people. But there's a work for that. I mean, the work that we do before is as hard or even more than play the game. For us, one of the most difficult part in our career is the preparation that we have to do. For a 7:05 a game, for example, myself, I show up every day at 12:30 p.m. to study and do the things that I got to do to give the best information to the pitcher or to my teammates for a 7:05 games. So if you think about that, it's a lot of work. It's not putting a uniform with spikes, grab a bat, and hit a ball and put it fair. No, it's a lot of work that we have to put on to be the best. And basically, that's the good part about our discipline. And basically, our job is all year long. I mean, we have I have a 4.5 months off. It's probably 3.5.
Yeah, 2.
But 2 months. But obviously, in my career that I played for 25 years, I always take 1 month out of the year off, not doing anything.
Yep.
And then I start to getting ready physically, and this part of the game, that's the most important part. For me, this was the most important for me, and I work for it. You have to work this part of the game, because play sport is a grind. It's not easy. It's a lot of things that you're going through, and if you're not ready, you're gonna fail, right? You're gonna fail. So as long as you keep that right here, 100% ready to go, you'll be okay. You'll be
Yeah, I think what I'm listening to Pudge say, it's all about commitment and consistency. I think without commitment, you'll never start. And then without consistency, you'll never finish. But just know there's always, like I said, there's going to be some struggles. There's going to be some, you know, some distractions here and there. But just keep going. Always keep striving, understanding what your goal is.
Exactly.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it.